Hello and welcome to Dressmaking with Tiana. In this video, we will make the elegant A-line Lisa dress. Our Dressmaking Amore pattern is originally for an over-the-knee length dress, but in today's video, I'll be making a midi-length one. The link to this simple PDF sewing pattern is in the description below this video, so check it out and sew along with me. For this dress, you will need about 2.5 yards of medium weight knit fabric for a shorter dress and about 3 yards for a longer one. You'll need 1/4 yard of stay tape, thread, a ballpoint sewing machine needle, the pattern, tape measure, scissors, and I'll be using a 4-thread serger and a regular sewing machine. For this dress, I'm using a blush French terry fabric. You can get more info about the fabric choice for this dress in the step-by-step booklet that comes with your pattern. Before we get started, please show us some love by clicking that like button down below and subscribing for more dressmaking videos. Let's begin. Here are the pattern pieces: the neckline band, the sleeve, the front, and the back. If you'd like to know how to put together your printable sewing pattern, we have a video linked up in the right top corner to help you with that. First, we'll check the pattern. On the sleeve, check the bicep line and the length. Check the pattern at the bust and waist level of the front and back, making sure you have enough wearing ease. My bust measurement is 34 inches, so I take this measurement and fold it in 4, checking my pattern at the bust line. You should have about 1/2 inch left for wearing ease. You can check the waist and hip lines in the same way. Just take into account that for an A-line dress, there is a design ease added. At this point, you can decide which length you'd like. Since I'm making a midi-length dress, I will measure 32 inches from the waistline to the hem. Cut the pieces out, transferring all the notches. Pin together the 2 halves of the front at the center and sew together with a 4-thread serger. Transfer the dart to both sides of the front. You can do this by placing a pin at the point of the dart, flipping to the other side, placing another pin in the same spot, and separating the 2 front halves. Fold the dart in half, matching the notches of the dart, and pin. Sew the dart following the shape of the bust. This means that it shouldn't be a straight line, but a little curved to avoid a pointy dart. Press the dart seam allowances folded down, giving it the right shape. Press the center seam as well. Pin the shoulder seams together, adding the stay tape. Pin the side seams. Sew and serge. Pin and serge the side seams of the sleeves. Press the side seams and shoulder seams to the back of the dress and also press the sleeve seams. We have notches on the back of the sleeve and on the back of the armhole that will help you to sew the right sleeve in the right armhole. Choose the right sleeve and place it into the armhole right sides together. Match the back notch on the sleeve and the back of the dress and pin. Turn inside out as shown. Right sides together, match the side seams, folding the seam allowances in the opposite directions to avoid thickness. Then match the center notch on the sleeve with the shoulder seam and pin. Evenly distribute the fabric in between the notches and pin. Sew and serge the armhole. First, press the armhole seams, then press them towards the sleeve. Sew the neckline band into a circle. Fold in half and pin all around. Fold in half one way, mark the centers, and then fold the opposite way and mark the centers as well, making 4 marks in all. Do the same with the neckline. Mark the center front of your dress and mark the center back of your dress. Line them up and mark the halves at the side, making 4 marks in all. Pin the band and the neckline, matching up the side and center marks. The band should be smaller than the neckline. Pin in between the marks, evenly distributing the ease. Sew the band to the neckline, stretching the band a little to fit the neckline. Serge. Serge the hem of the sleeve and the hem of the dress. Press the neckline using a clapper to cool it down so that it will stay as pressed. Mark 2 inches from the hemline. Fold the hem edge to this mark and pin. Press. Sew the hem. You can hem the sleeve in the same way, but I will use my French terry fabric to my advantage. Since this fabric tends to roll up, I will roll it up twice and secure it at the seam so that it will stay like this. Give your garment a finishing press and we are done with our elegant Lisa dress. You can dress it up with some heels or go for a more casual look with some sneakers. You can sew a belt with some leftover fabric to change up the look. Have fun styling this dress. There are so many different ways you can wear it. Get the sewing pattern at the link in the description and happy sewing!